Welcome back to Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega Giantosaurus. We're in Spring Yard Zone Act 3, as you all know. As you could tell, but if you could read the beginning, I understand that video quality has made it hard to read the intros to the stages. I understand that. But in case you couldn't tell what it looks like since of the horrible camera quality, it's basically a light blue oval in the shape that has the name of the zone in the act in white letters and in white and yellow letters, in case you couldn't tell. Well, hang on. Fortunately, there is no way to fix that video quality at the moment. You'll have to wait like 10 years. I don't know, whenever I'm old enough to pay for my own stuff, have my own job, maybe when I get my own job and stuff and pay my own money, I'll buy a capture card, because I refuse to believe that they are cheap. People tell me they are cheap. Oh man, they're cheap, just buy one. Hello, I have parents who spend the money, not me. Two, well, I refuse to believe that they are cheap because I look online just to tell for the future, like, oh, okay, this is how they cost. And a bunch of them cost like hundreds of dollars. One even cost like 500, I think. So, no, those of you who tell me they are cheap, I've only seen a few cheap ones. A few. Anyway, if you go through here before that little block, sort of blocks the exit there, you can come in here and get 20 rings and a shield. Ain't that swell? Sonic the Hedgehog 1. When you had to do that when you had to backtrack to gain speed. You have to earn the speed. Yep, you truly have to earn the speed in this game. There is no spin dash. If there was, I would have used it tons of times. And I know I died there, it's okay, I got an extra life just now, so no need to worry. I swear, this recording setup is awful, but it's the only option I have, so the camera is going to be shaking, as you probably already noticed. But here's the boss, he's Robotnik. You can actually hit him when he's not in the air. I haven't shown it off yet, but yeah, if you can gain speed, you can still hit him. What was that? I hate this boss. He's not hard, but if you're not really caring about it because you think you can beat him, he'll just, like, he goes... You can't... I mean, he's easy, but you can't keep your guard off. If you just act like, oh, I can beat him, he's no problem. You may be right, but he'll trick you. But as you can see, you can hit him when he's in the air. You don't have to wait till he comes down. It's a lot easier when I'm not recording it. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, you see that bright blue, oval and that yellow, that's what it looks like when it shows the name of the level. Yeah, there. Okay. Labyrinth Zone. Labyrinth Zone. As you can see, look down. It's water. It has water. Makes it a water level. Now, unlike most people, I don't think this is a hard level because it's a water level. I think it's hard because it has lots of spikes and spike traps like those guys up there, and lots of little badniks like those. Burrobots and Orbinauts. Wow, what a rhyme. As you can see in the background, Tetris blocks. I don't know. So you see these air bubbles I'm getting? They refill your See, you can drown, obviously. You can't breathe underwater. I'm going to show you what happens when you're about to drown. Just listen. By the way, that's Sonic's waiting animation. I don't know about you, but if I were actually about to drown, I would have thrown the controller across the room. That's just what happens when you listen to the drowning music. It's pretty intense stuff, and yeah, and I lost my shield. That just guarantees I'm gonna get hit. Guaranteed it. But we'll try to cope with it. I am pretty careful in Labyrinth Zone. Doesn't mean I can do it, but I am pretty careful, so let me just grab this air bubble. And what you're gonna notice a lot later on in the level— ooh, I forgot about that one. One always gets me. What you're gonna see later on, maybe not now, but pretty soon, throughout the zone, is it'll happen more often than you think, is you'll start to drown for like half a second. Just for like a little split second. You'll start to drown, but then that split second you start to drown, you'll grab an air bubble. But whenever you start drowning and you grab an air bubble, the music re-kicks in from the very beginning. So you'll start to drown for like a split second, but then you grab an air bubble, and just within that split second, the music resets. So you're gonna probably get annoyed by this zone's music. I mean, I'm not that much of a fan of Labyrinth Zone's music to begin with, but it's not helping its case that happens. But I'm gonna try to grab every air bubble I can. Don't ever waste an opportunity to get air bubbles. Like, I'll skip those because I just got one, but like, don't be too careless with air bubbles. Air bubbles are not a thing to mess with, because trust me, it's happened before. I've had 4 seconds to spare before I got an air bubble, and I had those 4 seconds left, right? That's plenty of time to get an air bubble. Those 4 seconds, I was standing right next to an air bubble, and an air bubble did not come up until I died. So yeah, don't underestimate the air bubbles. Sometimes they do take a bit of time before they, spawn out of their air bubble thing, so always make sure you have plenty of air on hand. So, in other words, the first time you play this zone, make sure you grab every air bubble you see. I don't care if they're right next to each other. If you really want to be careful in this zone, like this is your first time playing the game, you're going to want to grab those air bubbles. This is not that easy of a zone. Well, I don't find this zone hard, like, to beat. It's not hard to beat, but when you're trying to get emeralds like I am currently, it's a pain. Oh, ooh, that was so close. You don't even know. That didn't look close, but it was pretty close. I think I was about to almost start drowning there. I don't know. Not only do I think the zone is hard, because another reason I think the zone is kind of hard. Well, it's not hard, it's challenging. It's not, like, cruelly hard, like. And yeah, we get a chance in the special zone, so. Alright, that's Act 1 completed of Labyrinth Zone. 2 more to go, and that's a lot when it comes to a zone like this. Oh wait, this is special stage 7? Yeah, 7. 7, I did a lot easier than 3. What the heck? 7, I actually will say is easier than special stage 3. This is probably the easiest one, actually. Well, special stage 1 is the easiest to me. which it should be, but Special Stage 7 is actually pretty easy. Look. With almost... If we stayed in there, that would have almost been... That was almost no effort at all. But, yeah. So, we have 4 emeralds. Pretty good progress, right? Well, we have... Let's see. Can we get one done in Act 2? Who knows? At this rate, we can only fail once in the special zone. And I'm not counting on beating 3. Well, I am counting on beating 3, because I want to beat 3. So I'm going to have to count on that, but... I don't know, 3's been kind of a jerk to me. I did a few off-screen test runs, and Stage 3... Only once did I complete it on my first try, out of those few out of those few practice playthroughs. By the way, this is like my 4th... I had to scrap this recording. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I had to scrap this recording like several times already. And yeah, I was pretty upset those times. So this is like my 4th recording on this. I don't know what's wrong with my copy of the game. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my copy of Sonic 1, but it cuts off the air bubble sound effect like at the very end. Instead of going it goes I mean, I don't know if it's wrong with my I don't know if it's something wrong with my cartridge or what, but whatever. It's not a big deal. I think it's my Sonic 2 and 3 and Knuckles works fine. And Sonic CD I don't even have to worry about because I don't even have it on console. I have it on iPhone. And oh, don't want to lose the shield. Even though technically losing the shield isn't the end of the world, you want to make sure that you're protected in this zone. You truly do. Yeah, here you, Orbinaut. You are an awful badnik. I hate Orbinaut. Can't even express to you how much. Alright, I have to pay attention here, because there's an Orbinaut here. Yeah, right there. I'm gonna make sure I dodge all his spikities. Yeah, he has one more. I dodged that one. But there's one more up on top of here, of this little structure, so, yeah, there he is. Just, for this Orbinaut, just duck down, you should be fine. After you see 4 of them go by, it's safe to, look back up. Well, not look up, but stop looking down. So yeah, just duck down during that part. That'll save you quite a bit. Usually, normally, back then, before I knew that, I would just run away, and, like, I'd probably get hit by the spike ball and chain. Oh yeah, jump here, or those spikes will crush you. They'll crush you. I think we're at the end of Act 2, actually. Just want to double check. Yeah, we are. Get in. Okay, Stage 3. I'm off for revenge. I don't think I'll beat it, though, to be honest. But wish me luck. Wish me luck. Even though by this point... Well, don't wish me luck, actually. Well, yeah. Don't wish me luck, actually, because I'm pre-recording this. It's not a live stream. So it's not like you can wish me luck right now, because this recording will already be done by the time you're able to watch it. So never mind. I mean, it's not very likely someone's spying on me while I'm recording this, is it? Is it? I don't want to catch y'all spying on me. I knew it! That viewer's a spy. Shut up. Continue. I don't. Well, I am pretty nervous at this point. That means I have to get all emeralds in Starlight Zone or it's game over. For emeralds, not for game. Because, if you didn't know, I sure didn't know this, you can't get Special Zone. You aren't able to get to special stages in Scrap Brain Zone. Even if you could get to special stages in Scrap Brain Zone, it's not very likely that I'll get 50 rings at the end of the act of either Scrap Brains. Of either acts of Scrap Brain, because that's... I don't know. If you can get 50 rings in both acts of Scrap Brain, or just keep 30 rings, if you can keep above 20 rings in general, if you can keep that many rings the whole acts, for any act of Scrap Brain, you are a better man than me, because I can never, for the life of me, do Scrap Brain without getting hurt. Scrap Brain is madness, and I'm not trying to make a pun. Scrap Brain is literally madness. And what I meant by I'm not trying to make a pun is, in Sonic CD, for the Sega CD, Metallic Madness is the last zone of the game, and it's pretty much equivalent to Scrap Brain Zone. Like, in design, it has little grinding little gears and stuff, and, like, buzz saws everywhere, spikes and stuff. And flipping platforms and disappearing platforms. But, don't worry, Metallic Madness is nowhere near as hard as Scrap Brain. Scrap Brain isn't even hard, it's just hard to keep, like, it's not a hard zone, Scrap Brain. To me, anyway. Maybe your first time you may get quite stuck on it. I mean, but to me, Scrap Brain isn't that hard, because but not because it's an easy zone. I mean, you might have some trouble with it the first time you play it. I think I did. Well, I didn't have a lot of trouble when I first played it, but I, wasn't exactly very neat at playing it either. I was a little sloppy there, and I still kind of am. But I mean, it's an easy zone to beat because of my experience. So why is there an air bubble here? You can jump out to the surface. That's just dumb. But I'm not gonna say air bubbles are dumb in any sort of way, because they are your lifesaver in this zone. I'm pretty sure this zone would be impossible without air bubbles, so I'm pretty sure. It's okay, I got hit. It's Act 3. Excuse me. Just came back from eating dinner. That Pizza Hut. No, I didn't have Pizza Hut. Sorry. No, I did eat pizza though, but it was at Zio's. It's this Italian restaurant. It's pretty good. Probably as good as Olive Garden, I'd say. And I ate the entire pizza. Yeah. By the power of Pizza Hut, I am invincible. I get the feeling, since this zone is supposed to be, like, hard for people, I get the feeling that the way the music sounds, it's like taunting you, because it's all happy and stuff. And just listen to this, it's like taunting you every time you get, like, just imagine yourself getting hit by every single obstacle in this zone, while listening to this music. Bum, 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 bum. It's like all upbeat and happy while you're getting your butt kicked and handed to you in this zone. Ooh, that was close. I did not want to restart that. If you fall down there, you have to do a bit of backtracking. Well, it's not really you're doing backtracking, it's just it takes you so long to move. So it may as well be a lot of backtracking. Step on that switch, it reverses this thing. And I saved some time by... Please tell me I landed... Okay, good. Okay, this time I'm not gonna be all greedy and speed. I forgot to mention this earlier, I think. This zone is not, sorry, there's like a little bit of water on it. I don't know where that came from. But anyway, this zone is not, anyway, this zone is not I'm saying that wrong. I'm saying that backwards. This zone is also kind of difficult because you're very slow in it. I think I already mentioned this, but I'm not sure. You're pretty slow in it because, you know, water makes you slow as heck. So, it doesn't make it challenging, but it's hard to dodge underwater obstacles like those stupid spike balls and stuff. And this is the boss. What does he do? He runs away. So, like, wait, he runs away. Shouldn't this be an easy boss? But do you see all this stuff here? These spikes and little gargoyles heads shooting at you with those little red fireballs, and the water's rising. It's trying to drown you. It's like, look at all this stuff on screen. And you're in such a small space that, yeah, this boss is hard. I've actually gotten a game over here once. For your first try, don't hit the checkpoint next to the boss fight area that I hit, because if you die, you can't come here. If you hit that checkpoint and then you die here, you can't go without rings. You can't get rings back into this room. So you have to grab that shield, and that means you can only get hit once. Or if you get hit 2 times, then you're dead. So yeah, that boss is hard. I made it look easy, but it's hard. I've been dreading that boss since, the beginning of this part. But yeah, to this day, I've recently actually gotten a game over on this guy. Yeah, if you roll into here, you can go to this secret area, and watch this. If you hold the jump button, I don't know if I mentioned this, but in the Sonic games, classic games, if you hold the jump button without letting go of it, obviously, and then you land on land on a television box. I never really knew these were television boxes, but whatever. That's how you get that extra life, by the way. You just make that thing respawn where it was. Those guys don't throw their spike balls, which may be safe. It means it's easier to dodge them, but it's harder to kill them, because, you know, they're protected at all times. In fact, don't kill them, unless you're invincible. There's no point into wasting your rings just to kill some little guy. Some kid. I almost said some kid. Kill those guys. I think there's fireballs here. Yep. Oh. I sound different, don't I? I don't know what it is. I don't know why I sound like this right now. Maybe I'm just tired, or... Nah, I'm not tired. My nose isn't stuffy. I usually sound something like this when my nose is stuffy, but... I don't know. Whatever, time to think about that. You gonna move anytime soon? Are you gonna, like... Okay. I think we're almost to the end. Oh! No, I hate those things. I would love to go fast in this zone. This is a fast zone. Sadly, the fact that I'm trying to save rings for emeralds defeats the whole purpose of speed in this zone, because I'm trying to be cautious. Screw you, or not. So, are we at the end? Please tell me we're at the end. Yeah, we are. Let's see if we can get this emerald. And after this, I'm stopping the video.